Representative Keith Ellison, a Minnesota Democrat and deputy chair of the Democratic National Committee, recently wrote to Amazon.com's Jeff Bezos, demanding that he drop from sale at Amazon material that the Southern Poverty Law Center dislikes. Yes, it has come to this. Ellison's letter to Bezos focuses on an alleged neo-Nazis material being sold at Amazon and published on Amazon's self-publishing platform. But Ellison makes more sweeping statements, particularly his opening gambit. I am writing to you with my concerns about the amount of money Amazon has made from the sale of literature and music published by entities identified as hate groups by the Southern Poverty Law Center, SPLC. Clearly, Ellison wants Amazon, which has, with Barnes & Noble, a virtual monopoly on book sales in the U.S., to stop selling books by people designated as hate groups by the Southern Poverty Law Center. Like the establishment media, Ellison assumes that the SPLC is a reliable, unbiased arbiter of what is and isn't a hate group. The SPLC's hard-left bias and determination to destroy legitimate conservative groups by lumping them in with neo-Nazis and white supremacists is nowhere recognized. The SPLC has for a considerable period enjoyed unquestioned magisterial authority in the establishment media. But its credibility took a serious hit recently when it had to pay over $3 million to a liberal Muslim it had smeared as an anti-Muslim extremist. Ellison, however, takes it for granted that the SPLC is reliable and assumes that Bezos does as well. And he's likely right about that. The far-left Bezos almost certainly agrees with Ellison that the SPLC is a reliable authority, and so it is entirely possible that he will comply with Ellison's demands and purge Amazon of all materials by people that the SPLC has smeared and defamed. Among the questions Ellison asks Bezos is this: will Amazon stop publishing physical and digital materials from SPLC-identified hate groups in the next 3 months? Given Amazon's dominance of the book market, Amazon's compliance to this demand would be a serious blow to the freedom of speech, as the SPLC is making an all-out attempt to delegitimize the full spectrum of opinion that dissents from the leftist agenda on Islam, immigration, social issues, and more. If Amazon drops SPLC-designated hate material, there should ensue a national discussion about whether the SPLC is really a reliable authority and whether only one viewpoint should be allowed in the public square. If not, this will be just another nail in the coffin of the freedom of speech in the U.S. Ellison, meanwhile, has spoken at a convention of the Islamic Society of North America, yet ISNA has actually admitted its ties to Hamas, which styles itself the Palestinian arm of the Muslim Brotherhood. The Justice Department actually classified the Islamic Society of North America among entities who are and or were members of the U.S. Muslim Brotherhood. And it gets worse. In 2008, Ellison accepted $13,350 from the Muslim American Society to go on a pilgrimage to Mecca. The Muslim American Society is a Muslim Brotherhood organization. In recent years, the U.S. Brotherhood operated under the name Muslim American Society, according to documents and interviews. One of the nation's most major Islamic groups, it was incorporated in Illinois in 1993 after a contentious debate among Brotherhood members. That's from the Chicago Tribune in 2004, in an article that is now carried on the Muslim Brotherhood's English language website, Ikhwan Web. Also, the Hamas-linked Council on American Islamic Relations, CAIR, raised large amounts of money for Ellison's first campaign, and he has spoken at numerous CAIR events. Yet CAIR is an unindicted co-conspirator in a Hamas terror funding case, so named by the Justice Department. CAIR officials have repeatedly refused to denounce Hamas and Hezbollah as terrorist groups. Will the freedom of speech be done in by this man? While the answer to that question is playing out, strike a blow for the freedom of thought. Get my new book, The History of Jihad from Muhammad to ISIS, from Amazon while you still can. It tells truths about Islam and jihad that Keith Ellison and the SPLC don't want you to know. I'm Robert Spencer, a Shillman Fellow for the David Horowitz Freedom Center and Director of Jihad Watch. This video has been brought to you by the Center for Security Policy.